Hello again, everyone. Has been a week since we've seen you last. Thank you for joining us for this week's session of Everyone Dice, a delightful all-queer tabletop group currently playing in a D&D 5th edition homebrew game. We have some internal announcements and some other announcements, so I am going to pass the microphone over to the wonderful Kiana Lynn.
So this week we wanted to recommend to you all Dungeons and Queers. Dungeons and Queers is a tabletop actual play podcast with a focus on creating serious stories with a lighthearted tone, emphasizing themes of found family loss and subverting fascist governments, which is a welcome theme. If you like unapologetically and intensely queer stories, you will not want to miss this show. Plus, with a backlog of over 40 episodes and new ones every other week, you have plenty of content to binge while you're working or driving or playing Pokemon, which is what I've been doing. So make sure you join the Dungeons and Queers cast for their second season, Unity. Make sure you follow them at DAQcast for more information on episode releases, or just search Dungeons and Queers on your local podcatcher. And don't forget, we're doing another weekly art raffle, so just before the break, I'm going to be giving you guys the password and raffling away a bust sketch of any character of your choosing. And that is it, so on to Scotty.
Alright, we have two quick internal announcements. First and foremost, as of today, you might have noticed we are officially a Twitch affiliate. So if you enjoy Everyone Dice or the All-Nighters, or anything that we do, and you want to help us keep doing it, consider subscribing to us, because you can do that now. Our other big announcement, Preparing for Paris, a game of dramatic teens chasing glory, is coming soon to Kickstarter. Our own Logan, who is ink_and_stories on Twitter, is launching a Kickstarter campaign for his latest game, which focuses on personified sports in high school vying for Olympic glory after graduation. We will have more information for that when the Kickstarter launches on August 1st.
Yes. I think that's everything we have to take care of. Right, so let me get the music started here. There we go. Unplug this, set it right here, and we are ready. So, when we last ventured forth together, you'd all awoken from a night's rest at the Blue Willow Inn, and then had a conversation with Gerhardt about your adventure through the Geistlands, your experience with the Moongates, and meeting his delightfully crazed sister, Abigail. After that, a lot of you rested for just under a week or so, before taking part in the Festival of Progress. You played and won some of the carnival games. Some of you even won legitimately. But now, with the festival having wrapped and the festivities coming to an end, you're prepared to set out for Dunlin and explore the Lurende Forest. So, how are you all preparing for your journey? Gerhardt has provided rations and fresh water like he did when you were headed out to the Geistlands, but everything else is sort of left up to you all.
Well, I don't need anything special.
I don't think I need anything special either.
Okay.
I made my holy water.
You did?
Well, that cost what? How much was that again to make?
25 gold?
For two, or was that one?
I think that's one.
25 gold for one? How much damage do they do again?
Not a lot.
Not worth it!
Are you filled with regret?
Yeah, a little bit.
I mean, at least that was from an advance, and Gerhardt forgot he already gave it to you.
It was basically free.
That's how it's balanced, Lynn. Once we get to like 10, you'll have so much money, it won't matter.
I don't know about that. I have a feeling I'm going to be broke for a long time, just based off of Bernie's spending habits. No, I think I'm good. I don't think there's anything I need in particular.
Okay. So, as you are all preparing to set out for the Lurende, Gerhardt approaches you all, having dealt with the individuals supplying it and got that all prepared for you. He smiles warmly and says, I am sorry to see you all go, but I must thank you again for all the help you have provided. Not only me, but all of Luchev.
Quick question, Casey, what was the name of that river fern?
The river fern?
That was the red fern that we found inside the dead body.
Oh. The redweed?
Yes.
Scotty has notes.
Yeah, Scotty takes it.
God
My notebook
bless
still
you,
hasn't
Scotty.
come in.
My notes are so much worse since this is a streaming show, because I'm just like, I can watch the episodes again later.
Yeah, it's the red weed.
Yeah, so Alois is gonna look at him and said, oh yeah, you guys have the red weed taken care of, right? You don't need us to stay any longer?
The red weed? What?
Yeah, it's a plant that, spores out in the water, and if you drink it, it'll slowly grow in your insides, feeding off of you until it kills you. And it's in your water supply.
We don't know that for sure.
I mean, unless you drink
Sounds
it
like
from the
they
river.
have it sorted.
Someone could have given that to the prisoner, or we don't know for sure that it is in your water supply, but you should consider it.
Yes.
Nathan's free.
I will definitely be conducting an investigation to make sure that if there is an infestation of this weed, that it is eliminated. Thank you for bringing it to my attention.
If you boil your water for 30 minutes, that should kill the spores before you drink it, or bathe in it, or use it for cooking.
If we do end up having an infestation of it, I will make sure that the people know to boil their water before they consume it. I was wondering if I might speak to you, Bernie, in private for a moment before you leave.
Of course.
It doesn't set too far away, 15 feet or so.
Bernie keeps walking to make sure she's out of earshot. Like, he slows down and she just, like, keeps going.
He continues walking with you
That's
until...
self-repel.
Yeah, until you're a solid, 40
She just
feet
pretended
away.
that she didn't see him slowing down, so she kept going.
Good call.
Zala is very specifically watching, just in case.
I give Zala a little wave, like, hey, it's okay.
You must excuse my forward question, but I cannot help but have noticed that you are never quite alone, even when you are by yourself.
Well, I a woman of the cloth, you could say. So no, wherever I go in life, I'm never alone.
This is not entirely what I mean. There is a spirit attached to you. I know you are a follower of the Record Keeper. I merely ask this to know if it is a willing cohabitation or not.
Why does it matter to you?
Because if it is not a willing cohabitation, I could help you remove the spirit.
That won't be necessary, though I appreciate you pulling me aside to discuss this.
I apologize for my lack of tact.
It's quite alright. I guess I have a question for you in turn.
Please.
Is this something that you believe others might be able to sense? Am I going to run into a problem going to Dunman?
It is certainly possible that you may encounter others with eyes that are more attuned to the spirits of the world, but it is not entirely common ability. Myself only have it due to my craft.
That's comforting. Thank you for reaching out.
Of course, and I wish all 6 of you the best.
Thank you. I will walk away. Totally unfazed.
Cool. You finish your preparations for your journey, and another individual approaches who all of you have actually dealt with in some capacity. The young woman Thana approaches. She, still dressed in her work attire, a little half apron, it's a bit dirtied, comes up kind of hurried and says, "Oh, I'm glad I caught you before you all left."
Hey!
Hi! It's good to see you all. I just wanted to thank you for bringing me that gift and for all you've done for the village. Word has been getting around that you all helped prevent us from more undead menaces.
Just a little. Just for you.
Always won't say anything, but in her head, she's literally just like, but we didn't stop that from happening more.
Come on. I lean in and I'm like, I hope that you and yours have the most beautiful wedding ceremony that this place has ever seen.
Certainly hope so. Of course, I'll be sending letters out, and you all are, of course, on the list. We'll make sure to save seats for all 5 of you. That is, if you can make it back. You know,
yes, of course. I'm committing right now. Yeah, yes, I'll bring our most magnificent gift, and
Are gifts traditional at weddings?
I don't know, but I'm going to do it anyways.
I mean, I'm sure
Not-
we'll make
not
it back.
required.
We are so fast we can make it to Bralia and back in just one day.
Wow,
We will be here. We will be here.
it's quite
With a big
speedy
gift.
travel. Well, in addition to me thanks, I wanted to give you something. She fishes out a necklace sort of thing. It's basically a like a palm-sized ovular stone that is sort of flat. It's like a perfect kind of skipping rock. She unhooks it from the necklace and passes it over. When I was traveling, this helped keep me and my friends safe. It's a bit of a good luck charm, you can say. And I wanted to give it to all of you.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Can I do detect magic as a ritual, but lick it to detect magic?
Oh my god.
Yeah,
When will the weirdness end?
I mean, it's a ritual, so it is still a 10-minute thing.
10 minutes of licking a rock.
I will say you're not licking the rock for the whole 10 minutes. You kind of focus on the general energy around that you've felt in the world, trying to focus your mind. Take a lick of the rock. You only taste the rock at the moment. Concentrating harder. It's another lick. There's magic there. There's definitely magic.
Is she okay?
What kind of magic?
I don't know.
I lick to detect magic.
I will grab Tana's hands and I will say, thank you so much for this amazing gift, and I'm just so happy that we could have met.
I'm really glad that I met all of you. And, well, I know y'all are gonna do great things, and I look forward to saying that I knew you before you were famous.
Oh, is that our goal?
Well,
I kind of don't want that.
That's our destiny.
I mean,
It's inevitable.
I know for a fact that is not my destiny.
It is if you're traveling with me.
I like the confidence.
I don't know how to feel about that, but
Stay safe, alright? We will be back
And
as
ye as
soon
well.
as we get that invitation. I'm coming back
Of course.
here.
Oh, I'll...
Boil the water before you use it for anything, just to be safe.
Critical. For 30 minutes at least.
it's
All
a
right.
precaution, just in case.
Sure. It's not a problem. I can do that. Why?
It's just to be on the safe side.
Just in case, rather safe than sorry. The Lord knows and everything. It'll be alright.
Alright. Boil the water. Okay. Can do. She gives you all another smile, a wave, and then heads back toward the Blue Willow Inn. It's about mid-morning on the day of Gwenhar.
Can you give us this calendar at some point?
Yep, I can give you that
Great.
calendar at some
'Cause
point.
I don't know what that means still.
It's Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I can give you all the days right now if you would like.
No, just you can send it later.
Okay. So it is the day of Gwenhar, Wednesday, and you all set out for Dunlin roughly mid-morning. You make your way along the road, which runs alongside the river. Halfway through the first day or so of travel, the terrain becomes a bit hillier than Luchav is normally, and slight rain begins to fall. During the first day, you meet a few travelers on the road, most of whom seem to pay you no mind, but a few offer friendly nods and even the occasional smile. The day turns to night, and eventually you bed down for the evening at one of the small rest stops on the side of the road. Now, I'm gonna sort of not gloss over, but compress travel a bit. What is watch order?
Zala is always going to take first watch.
Zala's first. Actually, give me
Then Bernie, then Shay, then Eloise.
Yeah, should we set like a stable list that we always use?
Yeah, that sounds like a good order to me.
Cordelia, are you gonna do watch tonight?
Yeah, I'll go with Shay. No, I can't. No. I would love to. I can do the last watch in the morning.
Great, and so that
I'll
means
take
we can probably
second to
get
last
that
then.
a head start on like breakfast in the camp, and starting.
I'm not much of a cook, but I could, start packing things, I suppose.
Right.
I'll tell Steven to make sure you get up.
Thank you, Stephen.
All right. Zala, Bernie, Shay. No, it's not Shay. Eloise, and then Cordelia is what we went with this time. Perception checks, please and thank you.
Oh boy. Gotta love my perception. 12.
$21.
I
wait, are we-
rolled really badly. I got an 11.
That is a 9, but my passive is 18.
Your passive is 18?
So
My passive
Eloise.
perception, Bernie sees all.
Yeah.
Okay, nothing.
Alice
That's
and
scary.
Burn see all.
So, Zala, during your nightly watch, there's nothing really of interest that catches your attention. Bernie, you do spot a few travelers on the road. They kind of look over at you as they're passing.
Bernie projects strength. She's just like, "Arr! Don't fuck with me."
They don't seem to pay you much attention. They're clad very akin to old school pilgrims with that tall pilgrim's hat. But other than that, that's really all you notice during your travel. And Eloise and Cordelia, similar. You don't really notice anything that is of interest. You see general, life, like forest life and animals, but nothing strange or whatnot.
2 things while we're traveling.
Yes.
I'm gonna get the bulb planted.
Okay.
In the pot that we got.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna, when we pass by the travelers, I'm gonna offer them some of our rations.
So you're gonna offer who?
Like just travelers that we pass by.
If you meet any travelers. Okay. Let me get my dice. Can I ask one of you lovely individuals to flip a coin for me, please?
No one do it.
Coins
It's a
in
trap.
this economy.
Of course it's a trap.
Don't do it.
I have
Don't
this
do it.
wonderful coin that has multiple tails and multiple heads.
Sure, that works.
Do it.
Am I just flipping for heads or tails?
Yeah, and just let me know what comes up, heads or tails.
It came up heads.
All right. On the second day of
I don't know.
travel,
I can see that.
you begin to see more trees dotting the grasslands. The light rain still falls and has turned the dirt roads into difficult to travel muddied stretches. Your pace is slowed slightly, but it still progresses without too much issue. Your cart gets stuck near the end of the day, but you're able to push it free with some pushing and Steven's help. Evening perception rolls, please. Also, if you all would like to do roleplay stuff, just jump in and interrupt me.
Okay.
That's cocked.
23.
I got a nat 20, which is a total of 20.
Just my passive 18 once more, because Bernie's not, I don't think she's really paying attention. She's spending usually her watch talking to Delilah, so she's just relying on her passive keen senses.
Gotcha. So Zala, during your watch, you're more aware of your surroundings than you were last night. This is a very new place for you, and you are not exactly sure what potential predators might be lurking out there. So you keep a very keen ear and eye tuned for it. Nothing jumps out at you. However, later into the evening, when your companions are asleep, you do spot a larger figure, about 4-ish feet in height, but clearly a 4-legged individual that pops up from the bushes and gazes at the group. With a nat 20, you can see this creature has some kind of matted fur and pools of oily black eyes that are like staring into pools of gasoline.
Just gonna keep an eye on it, I guess.
Doesn't make any aggressive motion toward the group. It disappears after a minute or so, and about 15 minutes later you can hear in the distance the sound of some animal being hunted. That wailing sound that happens just before the kill. Bernie, during your...
I will let Bernie know when I get her up that there was something out there watching us, but it didn't approach.
We are gonna be hunted next. I'm predicting it.
No,
we
I'm
are
gonna talk with it. I'm gonna talk
No,
with
wait.
it.
I don't think that thing. I don't know. I don't trust it. I
So,
don't like this.
what do you discuss with Delilah while you are taking watch?
Normal couple stuff. I get I don't think I've been in a relationship before. No, I think they just sort of flirt and chat and play tic-tac-toe, which Bernie always wins because she's corporeal and cheats. Like Delilah's like there, and Bernie's like, I can't hear you, and then Delilah loses. Just playing around, just having fun as quietly as possible. Okay. Especially tonight, I think they actually take a chill pill on the games and just chat. Talks about wedding, which is sad, I imagine.
While you are conversing, playing Connect 4, Delilah goes quiet for a moment before she asks you, how long do you think you all plan to spend in Dunlin?
I don't know, honestly. Alois is pretty insistent that there's something there for her. Why?
I've heard it's not a very nice place. At least not the major cities.
You've heard this, or you know this?
No, I've only heard. I've never been to Dunlin. It's pretty.
Can I insight check her?
Of course you can.
Oh my god, my rolls are poo-poo garbo tonight. It's a 5.
Kinda hard to read.
She is a ghost.
She is a ghost.
Yeah. Well, sure. I'll take your word for it. From what I've heard from a bunch of people who haven't really been to Dunlin, it's not a nice place, so,
Are you mad at me?
No, I'm not mad. No.
Are you mad?
Yeah, Bernie, okay. She isn't mad, she's just a little frustrated.
You can always talk to me. I mean, I guess unless it's me you're mad about.
And you can always talk to me. But I think we're both going to be doing about the same amount of talking, so. And then she places another line and she wins tic-tac-toe. She crosses it out.
I tell you what. If you play me in tic-tac-toe fairly, and you win, I will answer one of those questions that clearly has been burning at you. Fairly, though.
Okay, well, I just feel like our souls are somewhat eternally bound together. And, I know we've had very different life experiences, but, you'd think that she would tell me some stuff. And, Bernie's drawing out the tic-tac-toe board. You just think that you know. Okay, alright, no, let's play tic-tac-toe for your life story.
Well, not my life story.
Okay.
Part
one
of it,
question.
though.
Alright, fine.
Roll off, Lynn.
Oh
Wait.
boy!
I'm just gonna
Wait,
make this a standard luck roll.
A luck roll? But my luck is so poo-poo!
Watch as you crit, Lynn. Watch.
I believe in you. You can do it.
Putting all of my lesbian energy into this lesbian dice, and
I'm rolling.
trusting.
I'm rolling my trans dice. So,
Let's go.
does lesbian energy beat trans energy?
Let's find out.
They shouldn't have to fight off against each other. They should be friends.
Yeah, well, you'd think that a couple could be like a couple and not have to play tic-tac-toe, but okay. Alright. What'd you get?
I got a 10.
I got a 7. That's such a horse shit!
Trans energy beats Lynn's lesbian energy.
Bernie's so mad. She she's
You know what it is? No, I can't make that joke. Never mind.
Yes, you can. You're among
She's nice
friends.
to do us.
No, I can't. I can make it in DMs. I can't make it on stream.
All right.
You better put that in
You
DMs then,
naughty.
Scotty.
Yeah. DM it to me because I do like jokes.
I'm DMing it to Lynn.
Oh.
Bernie
It's a
makes
joke for Lynn.
line, and I think she's gone from pretty obviously peeved to now she's entered the second phase of frustration where she's just calm. She's just totally chill.
That's
her hair
the
is
scary
little-
part.
Her hair's a little burning. Her hair's singeing a little bit. She's not happy.
What would you have asked if you had won?
No, we're not playing this game. I don't get to know. I didn't win tic-tac-toe.
I know. I'm just curious.
You can really feel the love and the connection in this
It's
game.
paradise. This
There
game
are a
night.
couple, but just when it comes to this one specific thing, it's always been the beef between them.
What, that one of them doesn't know anything about the other?
About the other one, yeah. Well, now I have 2 burning questions. I guess what I would have asked is, why don't you trust me? It hurts. A lot.
I don't mean to cause you pain, my love. You know that.
Then don't. Then just say it.
There are things about my life before we met that I'm not proud of. And I know it's selfish of me, but I like to imagine that my life really started when we met. Because that's how it felt.
Oh, you know how to... Ugh, Birdie's not... She's calmed down. Come on. This is sweet.
Let's play another game.
But listen. I feel the same way, you know. All of it. All of my family. The person who I was. It all felt like it didn't matter, but I still told you. Because it was still a part of me. Even if I didn't want it to be anymore. and you helped me, carry that. I just feel like I could help you carry it as well. But, you're your own person. Even if our souls are bound eternally, it doesn't mean that I get to know everything about you. It isn't fair of me.
Not yet, anyway.
Alright, but I don't like it when you do that. Okay, if we are going... Listen, I'm perfectly understanding, but let's just not make a silly game out of it, because then it feels like you don't care and you're just being mean.
I'm sorry.
It's alright.
I don't mean to be mean.
I know you're not.
I need to think about the proper way to tell you these things. Will you give me some time?
Always. As much time as you need.
I promise I'll tell you, though. Everything.
When you're ready.
Sweet.
Okay, let's get back to me winning tic-tac-toe, because this
Yes,
is ridiculous.
of course. The rest of your watch goes very smoothly. You win hands down at the game. And she gives you a little kiss when you bed down for the evening. Eloise, when you set up for your watch, what you find is, Bernie, did you inform Eloise of the thing that Zala warned you about?
I think that she, rolled over and then went to bed and then sat up, 3 minutes later and was like, Eloise, wait! And then reminded her. It wasn't on her mind.
So now that you are alerted to the potential presence of something, you hear the shuffling of some large animal that sounds like it's dragging something.
Alois is gonna say, "Are you hungry?" Short, bark, woof, whatever for no. Long one for yes. In speak for. Actually, she'll just use speak with animals and just say, "Hey, you hungry?"
The shuffling sound and dragging sound stops for about 2 minutes, and then it continues. And it sounds like it's going away from you.
I'm going to assume it was some sort of predator and get some of our meat rations out and leave it out for it a bit farther in the woods.
Okay. So subtract a couple rations from your pouch or the wagon pouch. Oh, you know what I totally forgot to do? I totally forgot to put that stone in everyone's journal. There we go. Now it's in your all's journals.
Stone of luck.
Yeah. So that is all that comes to your attention during your watch. Cordelia, your watch passes pretty boring. You spend a lot of it sort of flipping through your new melody book. You find it interesting that there's a few pages there's pages in it that seem blank. without any sheet music at all, just blank pages.
I spitefully, not like at the start of my watch, but earlier than should be the end of my watch, I spitefully start playing music. Because
You think
I'm gonna
that can
start my
wake-
day if I'm up.
You think that can wake
Hell yeah.
Eloise up? You fool.
I like
Well,
that it's
it'll annoy someone. Steven at least.
I feel like this is very pointed at someone in particular.
Maybe. I can't point the direction the sound, but maybe.
Just like scoot 2 inches over to the left, closer to Bernie.
So you all awake on the third day to the sound of Cordelia's music, be that earlier than you're normally used to getting up, or around the same time, depending on how light as sleepers you are. The rain falls a little heavier today. It's sort of an off and on kind of rain, but it seems to be raining more than it is, clouded skies. As you set out for your journey, you find the roads once again muddied, but still travelable. At around midday is when something catches your attention. You see, as you're approaching, what looks like what are they called? Oh, I'm blanking on the word. Oh, this is
Can
not...
you describe it?
Like a traffic stop, but not a traffic stop. You see...
Like a roundabout?
Like a checkpoint?
Yes, like a checkpoint almost. You see
Hell yeah.
a few individuals set up on the side of the road. It looks like they've been there for a few days, and you can see that they are talking to a traveler who appears to be a little bit ahead of you before going on their way. Yes, Cordelia?
Is this like is this like an official
Is this like a border
government?
stop?
Yeah, like is it a border
Are
stop?
we gonna have to deal with La Migra?
It is akin to what might be a border stop.
Oh no!
Or is it some bandits?
You don't know. Are you looking for that? You
Eloise
are.
would not know at all.
Yeah. So
She would just have us keep
Zala's
going
like,
through.
whatever, but I'm like, are we gonna have to deal with La Migra?
I think Cordelia and Bernie are probably the only two individuals who might be aware of checkpoint stopping being a thing.
Is this...
Well, okay, to be
Okay,
fair,
sorry about
Zala's
that.
papers have been checked before, so
Yes.
Zala's probably thinking, oh, this is just checking papers, it's fine.
Unless it's bandits.
Zala's not gonna assume it's bandits, though. We've established this. Zala is trusting to a fault.
Bernie leans over to Cordelia and says, you've been through here. Is that official?
I hope not.
Do you need some papers? We can pull off to the side of the road. I can whip something up for you.
Make it yes.
I can't believe I forgot about this. I was warned in advance. I knew this was a problem.
We have some of the Lord's handwriting from Luchev. I can make some false papers.
How is this a skill that you have? Who are you?
Cordelia asking Bernie that?
Yes! She is shocked by this offer.
Years and years of copying religious texts over have made me quite adept. Plus, I have a lot of skills and talents, which you're not privy to.
Well, and everyone with us already knows you have at least one false identity.
Should we pull over? Do you want me to make you something?
I mean, wouldn't it be suspicious if we pulled over?
I could
Now?
turn into an animal. You can have my papers.
That might work. Is that a good idea?
I've never been through a dungeon check.
Can I see anything wrong with that idea?
Based on your knowledge, no. It's basically like a passport. It has your name, your, date of birth, your, the region you were born into, that kind of stuff. It doesn't have a picture or anything. It does have hair and eye color, so that might be a bit of a challenge, you think, but...
It's a dye job, it's fine.
Yeah. I mean, it's easy enough to explain, you think? Probably.
Does it have height on it? Because then we're in a spot of trouble.
It does.
Have what?
I mean,
Height.
it has height and weight on it, yeah.
Yeah, Eloise is 6 foot tall.
Yeah, I can talk my way out of that, I think.
Can you?
Yes. It is my best skill, talking my way out of things. I think I can do it.
Alright, so, but then, well, after this, should we start working on some papers for you?
Look, maybe... I
Okay,
don't
If we're
know.
going to be traveling,
Yeah.
you might need them.
Yes.
We can whip up a beautiful fake name for you, and it'll be
Well, I quite like my name.
Funny.
That's fair, but fake names are so much fun. Like, my fake name is so much fun.
Is it?
I get to put a hat on and suddenly I'm Bunny, and that's fun.
I'll be Cordelia.
And you can put a hat on, and you could be...
Cordelia?
You could be Cordelia.
Well, I suppose if you're okay with that, Alois, that might be the easiest way.
I'm gonna turn into a hawk and just fly above the checkpoint.
You can't fly yet.
That's
cannot
right.
fly yet.
I'm gonna turn into a rat and fly above the checkpoint.
It's cool on the ground!
Just be a rat chilling in the cart, like...
Even easier.
Or better yet, turn into a fucking cat and chill in the cart.
Dog. Ant.
Cat. I don't think I can turn into ants.
Yeah, I think you have to be in specific druid circles to have insects. Or that might be homebrew that I'm thinking of. I don't remember.
But cat it is, instead of a flying rat. It can't be a pigeon.
Unfortunately not. Alright.
When did we end up in New York?
I mean, I was already map rat, so... So I'm gonna sit on Steven's head as we go through the checkpoint.
Cat chilling on an ox. That's adorable.
May, can you send me that document that you sent that has all the Cordelia info? I just want to make sure I have.
Oh. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy!
What?
The Google
No, I know what
document.
you want.
Oh, yeah, you don't know why I want it. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's always ominous when a DM asks for something.
It really is, Casey.
I don't plan to change it.
I hope it's not a mess. They're usually pretty messy.
No, it's fine. I just need... I just need to make sure that I have information proper. And I mean, I probably should have done this before the stream, but... yeah. Okay. So you all approach the checkpoint cautiously. As it becomes more into view, you can see that there's 3 individuals who seem to be running this checkpoint. One is in very worn-looking splint mail armor, has a sword strapped to their side and looks very official. The other 2 look to be lighter dressed and have a bow slung over their shoulder. The man in splint mail steps forward as you approach, raises a hand to stop you all, and says, "I'm going to need to see some papers."
Of course. And I hand Aloysius' papers over.
Alright. You, miss. You. Everyone in the cart, I'm going to need to see your papers.
Hope Shay has papers.
I
She
passed
does.
mine over.
Oh, okay, cool. I'll hand over my Barbara Shannon papers.
Alois is gonna bat at the guy as he walks by.
Bad kitty. It's a cute cat you got there. Alright. Everything seems to be in order here. Carry on.
Of course. Have a good day.
You continue your travel.
I don't like how easy that
Unabated.
was. I don't like it.
So easy.
Mm-mm. Can I insight check you?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can do the 4th wall. I got a natural 20 to insight you, Kacey. I do actually want to insight check those guards, though. Can I use my natural 20?
You can use your natural 20 to
Can I
insight
use-
check
Okay.
the guards.
My 14.
To insight check the guards? Yeah, of course you can.
I'm gonna stay as my full time as a cat for now, unless something else happens.
Okay. Cordelia, the man who took the papers and sent you on your way seems a little difficult to read. Bernie, you are able to pick up subtle tells in his eyeline when he takes Cordelia's Alois, when he takes the papers from Cordelia, his eyeline goes to her, to one of the men on the hill, and then he passes back. You're not exactly sure what that means.
If I get us all killed, I'm sorry.
He has allowed you all to pass, and I mean, you are free to do so. They don't appear to be stopping you.
Okay, when we're a good while away, 30 minutes out from them, I will make the noise for Alois to come join us on the cart, just so that she can like hear us better. Because I'm gonna huddle. We're gonna huddle.
I can hear you fine.
Yeah, kitty.
From Steven's
Can't
end.
just huddle.
Cat huddle.
Alright.
I'm gonna lay down around your neck.
Oh, cute.
Bernie loves it. She scratches her chin. She forgets for a moment that you're like a person, and she's just like, I love animals.
I forgot
Okay.
something important. Zala has been, like, confusedly staring at Cat Alois the entire time.
Alright, so, bad news. They definitely noticed something was off with your paperwork.
I was worried that was too easy.
What are they going to do about it?
I don't think anything, they let us through, but they definitely signaled each other. I don't think it's a good idea to continue using that paperwork going forward. I think we should look at some other options, or, alternatively, Alois, who is currently a cat, you can tell us honestly, no judgment, is your paperwork fake? Meow once for yes. Not at all for no. Alright then, I think we just need to make something new for you, Cordelia, going forward, because...
I do have fake paperwork, it's just not very... I'm not super confident in using it anymore.
Can I see if maybe there's something I can do to... I don't know. fix it?
Sure. I hand my fake paperwork over.
Can Bernie spend some time studying this to see if she can in any way improve it, upgrade it?
Which papers are you talking about, Cordelia? From your session 0?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're not...
Bernie, you are very familiar with how to properly create a forged document. This is some really shoddy work.
This is quite good, Cordelia.
You don't
think
have to
I can
patronize me, I didn't make them.
I think there are a few upgrades that we can make to pass scrutiny.
Well, if you have that talent, that might be helpful.
Alois is gonna start grooming Bernie's hair.
Aww! Gross. When Bernie's like cute, and then she remembers Alois is a person, and then she's like, "This is kind of weird," and then she's like, "This is a cat right now."
Wildly off topic, but are all cats that small out here?
I mean,
not small.
around that.
I'm a Norwegian.
Well, there are different types of cats. They're like forest cats, and then there are, house cats.
I'm picturing Alois turned into like a Norwegian forest cat.
Okay, so Alois, in which case, Zala's still staring, but for a very different reason, and wouldn't ask about how small.
To be fair, Alois has a slight blue tinge to her, so it's still weird.
Alright,
No, it's not. Not to Zala.
Bernie is going to do 2 pieces of forgery. I'm gonna help Cordelia's false identity kind of get up to par. And then I am going to create a fake letter of like vouching from Lord Gerhardt for all of us. I will use his journal. Wait, no, we returned his journal to him. Shit. Alright, well, I'll just have to use my memory of what his handwriting looks like from his journal, which I don't know if that's going to be 100% accurate. And to help, I have my false nobility signet ring, which I will be sort of bundling together in that envelope as a package.
You know, it's
Gotcha.
funny, if we had asked, he probably would have given it to us.
Probably, but we
but
didn't think about it.
I meant to do that before I left, and then I fucking blacked out as soon as Gerhardt was like, "You have a ghost girlfriend," and I was like, "Bleh!" So yeah, those are the 2 pieces of forgery I'm doing.
Alright. Because Cordelia has already started on the paperwork, it's easier than if you were starting from scratch. It does take most of the day for you to create a passport that is, in your opinion, difficult to determine any, falsities or fakeness of it. The letter...
Oh, go ahead.
The letter, I will say, you will probably have to spend a bit more time on.
It's okay.
Yeah, but you can definitely work on that. It just might take you a day or two.
Yeah, she's not bothered about having that finished now. She just wants it, just in case we come across somebody who we need to, wave some fancy shit in front of. I'd also like to check out Aloise's papers, if she will let me, just to double check that those are also either real or up to par. Because I don't judge. I got fake papers. We all got fake papers.
Sure.
I don't
Alois
have
doesn't have
fake
fake
papers.
You have seen Bloodhand's paperwork, and Aloise's look pretty much exactly the same. You can't... If they're fake, you cannot tell which is good enough for you.
Alright, so now we have some papers for Cordelia. Aloise's, yours is great, and I'm working on a little bit of a letter from Lord Gerhardt as well, just in case we need it.
Thank you.
Alright. So with Cordelia's paperwork all wrapped up, the evening has set in, and you all, I assume, pull off for the evening and prepare to set up camp. Alright. So you bed down for the evening, I assume taking the same watch order as before?
I think Cordelia would like to take second watch tonight.
Alright. So, Zala, Cordelia, Bernie, Eloise. Alright. Zala, if you could please roll me a perception.
11. Can you feel the pain on my face?
It's pretty dark out there. Again, you do spot... You are approaching a more forested area. Trees have become a bit more commonplace, less dotting the grassland and more a common feature of it. So you do see, owls, different kinds of birds. It's interesting to watch for someone like yourself, but there's nothing that, stands out to you as wary. You rouse Cordelia for her watch, and if I could get you to roll a perception check, please, Cordelia.
$23.
For your watch, it's dark, but the moonlight still offers a little bit of faint illumination. As you sit down...
I think Cordelia relies more on her ears anyway.
Yeah.
When,
as you
deceiving.
sit down to kind of keep an awareness of the camp, something catches your eyes in the far distance. You see a few figures cresting the horizon. Not walking on the road, but near it. Can't make them out entirely, but they are humanoid figures.
I want to go find out who they are. Stealthily.
Sure. Roll me a stealth check.
Oh, I forgot I'm not good at stealth. You'd think I'd be good at stealth, but I'm not.
I'm sorry, you're not playing Runa, so
13. So I'm not trying to get super close, but
Just
probably
close enough to
that-
see who they might be.
or listen to their conversation if they're chatting.
As you approach, you are careful to keep your footsteps slow and deliberate. But you get a little overexcited as you're creeping closer. And your boot gets caught in the mud.
oh no.
And you pull it out hard. But hard enough you can hear that soft squelch.
Slurp.
And the figures, who are now much closer, stop. They assume a position with, like a V-shaped position. One at the front, two at the sides, all eyes sort of looking around. You see, two of the figures have bows.
You know, Cordelia is smart enough and wise enough to not be like this, and yet she is.
You can
How
be
far-
smart and wise and still impulsive.
Yeah, that's the problem. How far am I from the camp?
You're about... It's difficult to say for sure. I would say you're about 60 feet from the camp.
Okay, not great. I will step out onto the road and say, "Good evening, gentlemen." I did not mean to alarm you. I'm just doing the rounds, keeping watch on my camp. I didn't notice you. I was lost in my own mind.
There's no response for a brief moment. You hear hushed whispers between
Oh no.
figures, and one of them shouts out at you. Is this Cordelia Miracalin? Sorry if I didn't pronounce that correctly.
Yes. Odd that you know my name. That's not my birth name. My birth name's Aloise, something or other. But Cordelia is also me. I'm a stage name. Who might the three of you be?
They begin walking towards you, slowly.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm
Cordelia's
gonna back
get
up.
kidnapped.
like casually as I can, back away from them.
Yeah, just a casual...
Can we hear this? Is she too far away?
So
Cordelia is about 60 feet from the camp, but these individuals are about 110 or so feet from the camp, so unless you're ridiculously light sleepers, I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, Zala's a light sleeper, but not that light.
Yeah.
Zala is
So-
not an Eleftherius light sleeper.
what brings you to the road at midnight?
Cordelia, by the order of the Onyx Fist, we are to bring you back for trial.
For trial? No. Ooh, Look, I get that.
If you resist, we are authorized to subdue you and your companions.
Look, they're not involved with any of this. But, I would like to resist.
I would like to put forth a light resistance to this.
Just a light resistance.
I'm henceforth noticing you that I will be resisting.
How about I pay you more than whatever they're paying you?
You hear a hearty chuckle, shared by all three of the individuals.
Yeah, I figured you'd see through that.
I don't think you could pay that kind of wage, young girl.
Ow. Okay, well, now my resistance might be violent, so I think your only incentive not to capture me is your lives, your well-being, and your pride.
You see the figure who's speaking to you stops. It's about 50 feet away. Still difficult to make out his features in the night, but he raises his hand like this. And you can see the two figures that were flanking him step out, and they have their bows drawn. An arrow already knocked. And he says, you can hear the smile in his voice. Are you sure you wish to get violent with us? It won't go your way.
God, no, I'm not a violent person, but that seems to be where this is going. I want it on the record that you're making that choice, though.
It's fine. As long as we bring you back alive, that's all that matters.
Oh, that's nice.
Richter, fire a warning shot. And an arrow lands 7 or so feet from you, embedded in the mud. And the figure who
You
let
ever
loose
make a long series of mistakes?
Oh yeah.
Going back to your early childhood that
long?
you just wish you could change.
Yes, all the time.
God.
I would like to cast Thaumaturgy? Thaumaturgy. To make my voice very loud. Loud enough that I think it might wake some nearby people up. And I, in a casual, booming voice, will say, "Whoa! That's not cool! Don't shoot arrows at me!"
That's not cool, yo.
Hey, lay off, dude!
Alright. So,
I get to wake up.
casting Thaumaturgy, you project this speaker-like voice, and those of you who are asleep are jolted awake as Cordelia's voice sounds like it's right next to you. And as you shake off the fog of sleep, you can tell that she's not right next to you. She's shouting from somewhere sort of nearby. And that is where we're going to take a break.
No!
And we'll come back.
We have
For
to
some
take
combat.
a break, Lynn.
No! I need to kill these assholes so I can sleep peacefully. I tied my hair up for this, guys.
We have
Yeah.
to take a break, Lynn.
I don't know what to
And
tell you.
know, that means it's your turn to do things.
Yeah,
Yes.
that means...
Alright. So, if you would like a chance to be entered into the raffle and win a sketch bust of any character of your choosing, all you have to do is enter the word travel into the chat. We will be announcing the winner when we get back. Please make sure you have your Twitch whispers open to the public, at least for now, so I'm able to get into contact with you. And yeah, make sure that you're paying attention, because I will be getting into contact. So
Yes. Yeah, we will be back in 10 minutes with a winner and combat.
Hooray.
all right.
Michael's staring at me.
And we're back. Lynn, who is our lovely winner from the art giveaway?
Lovely winner for this raffle is Mind Flayer INFL. I'm not trying to say your name. I sent you a message to the Twitch Whisper chat, so take a look and we will get your portrait sorted.
I believe that comedic genius is also in our Discord, so that's also a viable option.
I'm loving all the.
Oh, in Florida. Okay, I can. That makes sense.
That does make sense.
Sorry, Floridians. There's a
Mind Flayer in Florida. I don't know if that's as scary.
That just sounds like
or not.
That sounds pretty standard for Florida.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
To be
Sounds
honest,
like
doesn't
a standard Florida man.
Mind Flayer sound like super cool? Like a scaly.
I would love a crocodile mind flayer.
That would be pretty awesome.
I want to play a crocodile mind flayer. I am working on psionics for 5e, so
I know.
Just give me all the ideas.
I'm playing the next crocodile.
I'm gonna have to run an all psionics one shot when I'm done with it, aren't I?
Oh hell yes.
Yes, please.
All right. So we are going to do some combat. Scotty, can you share your screen with us?
Yes, give me one hot second. Somebody else slid into our Discord.
Hello.
Share my screen.
Alright. Let's move these names over. Watch this. There we go. Okay. So let's bring you all over to the map. Since Cordelia warned everyone with thaumaturgy, there will not be a surprise round. Can I have everyone please roll initiative?
Nope, I can just drop my die instead of rolling it. That works too.
Sending lesbian power through this dice once more.
I'm sending floral gay power through mine since they're floral dice. And I did roll a total of 20. I'm so pleased.
I got a 6.
Amazing, I'm proud of you.
I got a 5.
Oh!
Well, that's why that removed those. Okay, well, they're just gonna sit up here then. Alright, hold on. Let me get turns in here. Turns. Switch to the fight music.
Oh.
Okay. I need to look up Shay's dexterity modifier because I have to roll for her. Oh, damn it. I don't know what Shay's dexterity modifier is because it's not in their sheet.
Oh no. Hey Jay, why would you do this?
Gotta be high.
It's probably like a +2 or +3 at least.
Plus 35. She's level 70.
I'm checking if it's in our roll 20. On any of the rolls, no.
Okay. I'm just gonna say it's a +2, and I can be wrong or not.
Shay's just having a rough rough night.
Yes. Sorry, AJ.
We miss you, AJ.
We miss you.
Miss you, AJ. But have fun. Don't look
Yeah.
back.
Have fun or else.
Eat good ice cream. At least for me.
Oh.
Oh, we lost me. Alois. Initiative, please.
6.
Bloodhand. Initiative.
Total of 20.
Cordelia.
5.
Alright, and Bernie already put hers in. Thank you, Bernie.
I'm a good player.
So, we will start off with Bloodhand.
Okay, so
You've awoken...
this is what Zala does. This is Zala's job. She's on her feet, grabbing up her great axe, biting into her thumb, smearing blood across her cheek, casting Expeditious Retreat, and darting.
Okay.
Expeditious Retreat is a bonus action, so I can get up on them immediately and take a swing.
Oh, hold on. I don't know if I...
Is that not where they are?
No, they're not.
Oh.
They're not on the map, because I'm just so good at mapping. I can put them on the map, though. About here. I don't know who those are. Let's say about there. That is where they are.
Damn it.
They weren't close to Cordelia.
Well, then I'm gonna put myself here so that I'm still between them and Cordelia. No, I'm just gonna put myself directly in front of Cordelia. That's my plan.
Okay.
Thank you, I am weak.
And then I still have an action,
You do?
which I'm going to use for...
Honestly, I love Bloodhound, because they just wake up, no context, they're ready to fight. Let's go.
This is her job.
Ride or die.
This is her this is her job, y'all.
You get the feeling it's not the first time Bloodhound has been woken up by a loud noise and then immediately rush into some kind of battle.
Yeah, like she did all of that, leaping to her feet, picking up her great axe, and slitting open her thumb to smear a spell across her cheek way too smoothly, too quickly, too practiced for it to not be something she's done several times. I guess I'm gonna use my other action for... Nope, that's when I attack. That's on this turn. For my other action, I'm gonna cast False Life on myself, to give me some fun temporary HP. So I get 6 temporary HP for the time being.
Alright.
Where's my... And that's my whole turn.
Alright. Brings us to Shay, and Shay is going to take a page from Bloodhand's book and sort of rush up to Cordelia and drop into a stance, a readied stance. That brings us to Bernie. You wake, you see Bloodhand and Shay rush off towards Cordelia, and you can now see, with the light of the moon, a few figures in the distance.
Okay. There.
Okay.
And how come your bad guys are never standing conveniently right next to each other? How come?
Because they're apparently tactical geniuses, I guess.
I mean, I guess they're standing there. Like,
they standing within 5 feet of each other?
No.
Well then, this is no help to me.
Sorry.
Let me just check the range on this spell. Can't wait for my Rook and the Raven. Oh, that's touch? Well, now I don't have a plan.
It's time for tea.
Should've went in the range.
Combat time is tea
Okay.
time.
I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead.
Okay.
Need to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Which one are you making it on? This one here? Oh, you're making it on that guy?
That bad boy.
Alright. That would be the dude with the sword. Wisdom saving throw, you say?
Yes.
Oh, he's not good at that. It's a natural 2.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah, I mean, since...
And
cursing
he
my
has...
It's not that it's... I mean, people curse on Twitch all the time. Critical Role curses on Twitch all the time.
Yes.
do.
He has not taken
But this
any
is
damage this turn.
But this is also going up on YouTube later, so...
Yeah, that's true. YouTube's... YouTube.
Go sub at our YouTube.
Yeah, we're trying to reach 100 subs.
Yes,
That
we
So
have
we can
another
get a
dice
custom
giveaway.
URL.
A tasty 5 damage.
Amazing. It's more damage than I did this round.
What type of damage?
This is... necrotic? I will say it more assuredly, it is necrotic.
Alright. Give me 1 second, just doing HP stuff here. Because, why would I have my stuff prepared? You said 5 necrotic damage?
Yes.
Oh no, I'm gonna
Alright.
need a D6. That's what I'm gonna need.
So he seems to be a little taken off guard, but he steels himself and looks ready for battle again. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I think that's all I can do.
Alright. That brings us to the veteran. And I just have to swap their positions, because... Alright. Let's see how far he can go. Oh, he can get right up to you, Bloodhand.
Good! It's where I want him to be!
He rushes toward you, drawing this notched longsword as he does. And he's going to take 2 attacks at you.
Okay.
A 12 to hit.
No.
And the second attack is a lower. So he misses with both of his
Right.
attacks.
I'm going to use a reaction to cast Courageous Rebuttal
Sure.
and hit him real fucking hard with my Great Axe.
Go for it.
I am also going to rend to the damage, assuming that I hit, and I'm gonna assume I hit because that's a 17 on the die, which totals out to a 22.
That does hit.
So, I need... Oh, I don't have enough d6s, y'all.
Oh no.
Would you like to borrow one of mine?
Yes, I would love to borrow one of yours.
I'm gonna try
For...
to take it, okay?
Third guy.
He is like... Okay, you see this square here? He's like 1 square to the right of it. He's not on the map
Right.
because I'm
So
great at
that's
this stuff.
8 plus 3 is 11. 11 slashing damage and 6 rend damage, which means all of the temporary HP I just got is gone. Yeah, that's all gone. But that's fine.
Alright. So using your great axe, you manage to cleave a part of his splint mail open, and you just sort of collide it into this man's side, and he.
And for our new viewers, because I know we have at least a couple in here, when Zala rends for her lovely, lovely attacks, her blood-red tattoos swirl down from her head and down her arms, up the haft of her great axe onto the blades to, deal some extra rough damage.
Just that oomph. Yes, as Mind Flayer says, some new ventilation on him. That will bring us to the Scout's turn. And they are both within reach of their stuff. So, Scout number 1, who is this guy here that I'm going to mark as red. One is blue. Just give me a second. There we go. Red Scout is going to fire at you, Bloodhand. One at you and one at Shay.
Try me.
Oh, that's cocked. Plus that. 16.
16 to hit me?
Yeah.
That'll hit.
You take 10 piercing damage as
Damage
an
reduction.
arrow finds purchase in between, in one of the joints. In between.
I'm gonna go ahead and finally use Stone's Endurance.
Is that a reaction?
Oh, yep, I've already used my
You've
reaction,
already
never mind.
used your reaction, yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
However, since I've got damage reduction, I only take 8.
Okay. It's gonna fire one at Shay. And I'm, again, don't have Shay's sheet on us. I really should have got all AJ stuff before. Anyway, I do not believe a 15 hits them. I believe they have 17 AC.
They're a monk, so that makes sense.
Yeah, pretty sure. But I know a 15 doesn't hit them. So that's their turn. Scout Blue is going to fire one at Cordelia. 12 to hit. That hits.
Yeah.
Oh,
You take 7 piercing damage. And one more at Shay. That is definitely going to hit. She takes also 7 piercing damage. So, alright. That will bring us all the way around to Alois. It's your turn.
All right.
You awoken and see your companions engaged in some kind of skirmish.
I will use Wild Shape to turn into an elk.
Okay.
And I can't do this turn, but I'm gonna either charge next turn. So
You're gonna charge which guy?
I can't right now, but next turn.
But which guy are you aiming for? The one of the scouts?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So you shift and prepare to charge. Cordelia. It's your turn.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the guy up front.
Alright.
He's pissed me off.
Go for it.
24.
Yeah, that hits.
I love how this
Definitely.
will appear to be just an elk randomly attacking these guys.
Yeah.
I do 9 damage.
9 damage. What kind of damage is that?
Eldritch damage.
Eldritch Blast is Force.
Okay, thank you.
I play too many warlocks not to know.
This is my first warlock. I don't know nothing.
I'm here to help.
Alright. That brings us to the top of the round again. Unless you have anything else you'd like to do. No? Alright.
Wait, am I seriously the top of the round? How did that happen?
Actually,
Because
I'll take one step back.
Sure. Take one step backward. You're at the top of the round because I don't know what Shay's dexterity modifier is.
I guarantee it's higher than mine, but
Yes,
that's
but
fine.
we're just gonna do it this way.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is they're all still alive, right?
Yeah, they are all still alive.
Okay, so I can't do that yet. I am, however, going to attack the dude in front of me, and as I do, I'm going to use Weapon of Blood. Sorry, I have to read through this again real quick. No attack, I can... Okay, so I'm going to be rending regardless. Good to know. Alright, so that is a nat 20!
That hits.
Did we decide that it doubles the rend damage as well, or just...
I think so.
Just the weapon damage?
I mean, I would consider rend akin to, like, a paladin's smite damage, and smite is doubled. So,
Okay.
I'm gonna rule that your rend damage is also doubled.
Okay. So that is... Then I'm taking 4 for rending for this. So I'm down to 24 HP. And then I'm dealing 16 slashing damage and 8 rend damage to this dude as my... So normally when I rend, the blades get like this ribbon of blood along the edge. This is just the blades are fully coated in blood.
I like it.
As I use a new ability.
So you managed to cleave through the chest portion of his splint mail armor. Blood spatters everywhere and stains his armor. This man drops to one knee, puts his sword in the ground, and looks to be barely holding himself up.
Damn it, I was hoping he was down.
Nope.
Oh well.
He is still up, but he is really messed up. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's all I can do right now.
Alright. Shay is going to use a key point and Step of the Wind to get here. And she's gonna beat up on Red Scout. And unfortunately misses both strikes. That is her turn. That brings us to Birdie.
Okay, Cordelia, how you looking? Hit point one.
I still have more than half.
Okay.
Not great.
Not great.
But, like, alright, I don't know. Pretty much anything below her max health is close to death. So...
Okay, so what I'm hearing is that if you get hit by, say,
she has
like a
12
bow and
hit
arrow,
points left.
Okay, yeah, so you're gonna die.
Sure.
Alright.
Maybe.
I'm not... Okay, I'm gonna run up to Zala, and as I pass Cordelia, I'm going to use Cure Wounds.
My goal in D&D is to have a character die, and I'm trying to do that seemingly by
You're trying to speedrun that?
Every character I play has lower AC and lower health than the last.
It's very true.
Character ever with us almost die in like the 4th session in a single blow because she had like
Yes.
hit points.
Yes. because
Yeah.
she had dumped
Runa.
Constitution. But after that, she never got hit again.
I think
No,
I
she
remember very frantically going to heal Aruna.
Mm-hmm.
Still misty.
Alright, so
I miss
We
I
Barry.
only
reroll
have
once,
one
right?
character with good AC.
for cure wounds,
What's that, sorry?
can we still reroll ones for cure wounds?
Yes. For now. Until you
You
are
are
level...
a kind DM.
Until you're level
Very
4,
kind.
and then... Ones are ones.
And then whoops.
That is total 6 hit points restored to you, Cordelia. And
you.
like, as I'm running past, I think I grab your shoulder. My hair flares and some warmth surges over you. I'm like, it's gonna be okay, okay? Alright. And I pat your shoulder and I keep running.
That's so nice. You guys are all so willing to fight these randos in the middle of the night for me.
Yeah, so like
Nice.
me, Cordelia.
You're right on that.
We might think these are just bandits or something.
Cordelia.
Yeah.
Look, all Zala knows is there was a threat.
As Bernie passes you, you catch a glimpse of something. Almost as if there's a figure following right behind Bernie. But a moment later, it's gone. Just humanoid, long hair. Difficult to really place, but...
Cordelia has a lot on her mind right now, but yeah, that's
Just
That's
for
gonna be
future
brought up.
reference. That brings us to this guy's turn. If you're done, Lynn.
Yep, I'm done.
Okay. Okay. I need to roll something.
Oh, is this the dude next to me?
This is the dude next to you. Yeah. So, he looks up at you all, grits his teeth, and pulls himself to his feet, drawing a short sword as he does. I've never failed on a job yet. You're not gonna make me fail. And he's gonna take some swipes at you, Sala.
That's fine.
so bad for him.
He's gonna take
No, I don't.
2
He thinks he's tough shit.
longsword attacks. Does a 15 doesn't hit you, right?
15 just hits me.
Just hits you. Then both of his longsword attacks hit you.
Great.
He's using it one-handed, so it's that. Where's my other D8? There we go.
Here. Can I have the damage separately?
Yes, you can. Take 10 slashing damage, and then 10 slashing damage.
Okay. I am going to actually use Stone's Endurance this time.
Yes, and you have your reaction, so you can do that.
Alright. So I shrug off one attack just fucking completely, because I rolled
Yeah.
a 9 on that. And I add my Constitution to it, so yeah, I shrug off one of those attacks completely, and the other one is just 8.
Yes. So as he collides with your skin, you sort of tense your muscles, and it does hit you. Like, it sort of pierces flesh, but it stops about half an inch in, and he kind of has to tug it free.
And as he yanks it out, I'm going to say, you're going to fail, or you're going to die.
Then I'm gonna die.
So be it.
And he makes one last attack, because he's got his short sword out. 8 piercing damage. But that's him.
How bad does he look?
Oh, he looks on death's door. Like,
For the record, I have less than a third of my tattoos left.
alright. Scout Red is going to take drops his long sword, or his short sword, drops his longbow, draws his short sword, and is going to make 2 melee attacks at Shay. One of which hits for 8 piercing damage. And the other one is going to take a shot at you, Bernie.
Wait alone, me? 6-foot-tall cleric, me? This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh,
I'm
that
still
was
under the effect of that.
That was almost bad. I think that hits though. 23 to hit.
Actually, you'll never believe this.
It doesn't?
Yeah, it hits. It hits.
You take 10 piercing damage.
Yikes.
And the scout is going to fire another shot at... I'm going to take a shot at Shay. No. That brings us to Alois.
Okay. I'm going to charge and ram the red guy.
Alright. Do you get bonus damage for charging? I think you do.
I do. So it does a 24 hit.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I am.
So it's going to be 3d6 plus 3. $15 damage. And they need to make a strength save.
Well, he fails his save because he's dead.
Oh!
How would you like this death to look, Elk Alois?
I imagine that I run forward, head down with my horns pointing towards him, and it just, like, pins him to the tree
Nice.
as he's gutted.
So you all watch as this elk with slightly blue-tinged fur just rushes by you, and these large pointed antlers collide in with this figure and pins him to the tree. He struggles for a moment at best before he just slumps and stands dead, you know, kind of still pinned by Alois's horns. Is that your turn? Alright. Cordelia.
The big fella, I'm gonna say, don't worry, I will make sure everyone knows who killed you, and no one will blame you for failing. And then I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast.
Bitch.
$15.
Even though he is on death's door, he is still up and has both his swords. You let loose this blast of eldritch magic, and he just manages to sort of almost parry it with his sword, kind of knocking it aside. Sorry.
No, that's okay. He's gonna die anyway before he gets another turn. We got Bloodhand though.
You don't know that. Bloodhand could whiff.
I could roll
I
low.
believe in Bloodhand.
I appreciate that.
Well, speaking
Bloodhand
of
also
Bloodhand,
believes in Bloodhand.
that brings us to your turn.
I'm going to hit this guy.
Yeah.
You
If
hope.
I could actually
Just
see
slap
here.
him
I'm
real hard.
pretty sure I do, because that's a total of 21.
That hits. How do you want to do
I don't
this?
have to hurt myself for this.
How do you want to do this? I know what your minimum damage is.
Yeah. So what I do is oh, this is gonna look fun. I swing at him again, and as I swing at him, the blood that is coating the blades of my weapon surges into him, because Weapon of Blood only lasts for 2 hits. And then I use, as a bonus action, Create or Destroy Blood, and all of that blood comes like back down to wrap around the hilt or the haft of my great axe.
All right.
So it's this shimmering blood red haft with these raven feathers embedded in it.
So you slash into him, leaving this crimson trail in the air, and watch as it like pierces inside of him, and you can hear the bone splitting sound of the blood kind of forming a blade almost inside his body. You pull your axe back and it swirls out, wrapping around the hilt, and he kind of just...
He has been exsanguinated.
Stares ahead as if he has no comprehension of what happens before he just falls to his knees and then falls backwards.
So as I was taking his blood from him, I say, back to the earth with you. And for my move, I'm gonna head.
You are still under the effects of Expeditious Retreat, remember.
But it takes a bonus action, and Create or Destroy Blood is also a bonus action, so I can't use that right now.
Doesn't it just... I thought it just increases your land speed.
No. So how Expeditious Retreat works is when you cast the spell as a bonus action, you can automatically dash, and then as a bonus action on each of your turns until it ends, you can take the dash action. So, I'm under the effects of it, I just can't use it right now.
Okay.
So I can only get up close, not right up on.
Well, that brings us to Shay, because I believe you are done. Shay, gonna sidle up right here. And, she's gonna spend a key point and flurry of blows. Wow, I cannot roll for shit with her. One of them hits.
You have to tell AJ you're sorry for rolling badly.
I am sorry for rolling badly. So she manages to connect with this scout's face, leaving a bit of a bruise on his cheek, but other than that, he seems still fairly healthy. That brings us to Bernie.
Bernie continues the game of sprinting after Zala. And I'm assuming that you need hit points restored.
I sure do.
You know, I should use my exsanguination on Zala.
Probably.
Just to give her more hit points.
Bernie knows exactly what my tattoos disappearing means.
Alright, that is a tasty 5.
Hey, it's better than nothing.
Little breathless, I just sort of grab your arm, some like fire surging down my arm, and I look you in the eyes, and I don't think anything has to be said. Just a look.
A smoldering look?
I get technically probably with fire, but not for any reason that you think it is.
Alright. That brings us to that guy who's dead. That brings us to Blue Scout. who takes a quick look around, drops his bow, and bolts.
Good as that.
I
He's not
mean-
getting away from me.
Shay's got a
Shay has an
an
opportunity
attack of
attack.
opportunity.
She did hit.
Nice.
Nice, Shay.
Oh,
Oh no!
minimum
I don't like that
damage.
noise.
Minimum
Jeez.
damage. He is still up. He's taking the dash action, and he's just going. So
Good thing
He's-
I have 50 feet of move speed right
Yes.
now.
he's currently 60 feet off the map. But yes, Alois does have 50 feet of movement, and if she charges, she has
I will charge.
a lot more.
And I will ram him.
Alright, roll for it.
Does a 20 hit?
No, of course not. Yes, of course that hits.
I still have the other guy on my antlers. I
Oh my god.
Dark!
Does 12 kill him? Ramming him into him with my antlers.
12 is enough. You ram into this individual, putting the first scout who's impaled on your horns, just impaling him even more on them. You can't quite get enough to fully impale this individual, but you ram him with your horns, tearing up his back, and as he falls to the ground, you continue running, trampling him with your elk girth. You take a
Do you
glance over your shoulder as you finish charging, and he does not get up.
Okay. Do you want to know my plan, Kacey? I'm going to try.
Well, we're out of combat, so yes.
No, I know. I'm going to try and get this dude on my horns as well, and get the big guy on my back. And I'm going to fly further back on the road and dump the bodies. That's a warning sign.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Okay. You've got a couple minutes of flight, so
Cordelia is searching at least the big guy's body.
And you
I wanna-
see
I want to
as
search the bodies
tree
too.
branches emerge from this elk's back
Cool.
and starts flying.
I'm gonna flag Alois down. I'll be like, wait. Don't take them anywhere. Come down here. I want to look at the bodies.
I only have a few minutes. I don't have time. I'll bring the clothes back. Don't worry.
No, I want to check them for marks. I want to look for tattoos and shit. And money.
You can follow. You can jump on my
I'm
back and
searching for
follow.
stuff and marks.
Oh, actually, you know what? I'll follow then. I'll just follow Alois. Like, hey, wait!
I'm just
running after this
dumping the
flying
bodies back on the road as a warning sign.
yeah, I don't think you were dumping them too far
warning
away.
sign.
A warning sign.
So, yeah, so you follow Alois, and you can definitely
Just-
search the bodies.
Before I do run after Alois, I just look at Zala and I like kind of grab her shoulder. You okay?
I will be, yes.
All right, I'm gonna
Thank you.
try to prevent Alois. You will, of course. Okay, I'll be right back.
Stay safe.
Yeah.
Alright, Alois deposits the bodies just non-ceremoniously on the road there, into the mud,
Wow.
Lovely.
and you can search them. What specifically are you looking for?
Identifying. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm looking for 3 things. Tattoos, papers that could be like a letter, correspondence, anything like that, and just stuff that I want, like money.
Fair.
Valuables.
Okay. Investigation check. Bernie, what are you looking for?
I'm looking for identifying marks,
Okay.
checking their faces to see if I recognize them, which is probably pretty easy. If their clothing is branded in any way, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take their money. I'm also looking for papers.
Okay.
Can I take the 20? Can I just spend the rest of the night doing this and take the 20?
You will not get a full night's rest.
And don't you want to fly back on Alois's elk branches?
I did blow like a lot of spell slots. Alright, I'll just roll an investigation check.
I rolled a 9. I'm sad about it.
What did you roll in?
Rolled a 24.
Okay. So, Cordelia, you do find easy enough, checking their pockets. You find a coin purse with 10 gold pieces, 6 silver pieces, and 4 copper pieces. Bernie seems to be more thoroughly investigating them. Bernie, on each of the individual's wrist, like right here, you see a tattoo. A black raised fist with thorns wrapped around the wrist. You also find a letter that appears to be, it's sort of a generic, almost like a copy-paste job, saying, we're looking for a missing member of the Onyx Fist, Cordelia's name. She is to be returned intact, relatively unharmed,
That's sweet of them.
so that she can stand trial. The name that is signed under is Phaeton, which is not a name that you recognize. You also find basically a wanted poster with Cordelia's face on it. And it's not like an actual wanted poster, it's sort of like a sketch that they sent out with this person.
Can I ask, in my knowledge, stand trial? What's
Yes.
that like? What are my odds there? Is it basically they take me back and then kill me in front of everyone? I feel like.
You have only seen anyone called to stand trial once. And it didn't go well for that individual.
Yeah.
However,
fair enough.
that individual was called to stand trial for much more serious crimes.
And it probably wasn't as
specifically-
charming as Cordelia.
Specifically, trafficking is what they were to stand trial for.
Bernie is going to use Sacred Flame, which is an evocation cantrip, to burn the insides of their arms all the way up to the elbow. To cover up the
What are you
tattoo.
doing?
I'm getting rid of the tattoo mark. Or I'm trying.
No,
to.
Cordelia is asking that because she didn't notice.
Oh, we're on the road. Unless you followed us.
Cordelia went to search
Cordelia's
the body.
with you.
Okay.
She just is
getting-
bad at such.
I'm getting rid of the tattoos. Just in case.
They all have those?
I do.
Cool.
Did you know that you were a criminal here and that you were wanted before we crossed the border?
Well, define criminal.
I think it's a yes or no question, Cordelia.
No, I think you really ought to define criminal for that one.
Did you know that people were going to be sent after us, that we were in danger by traveling with you?
I didn't think it would be this blatant, but yes, I did.
Why didn't you tell us?
I don't know. It's not something I like talking about.
I understand your perspective, but I'm incredibly disappointed.
You can be disappointed. I can leave. You don't have to deal with this, but it's not my fault.
It's not your fault, but when it concerns the lives of others... Let's go back to camp. Let's talk about this.
And Alois is there too, but in elk form.
As Bernie walks away, I assume ahead of us, Alois, still in elk form, is gonna like nudge Cordelia with her face and be like, it's alright.
I too, for a moment, forget that you're a person and give you like a pat on the cheek, and then I'm like, we should go.
Well, to be fair, Alois acts like an animal when she wild shapes.
Alright. So you all make your way back to camp.
Does Cordelia want to fly on my branch wings back?
Kinda.
Cheer you up, Cordelia.
Just had a rough night. That would be nice, yeah. I don't know how you convey that that's an option to her, but...
Oh, she like flaps them. Like... Also, her eyes are glowing. I forgot to say.
Okay. And she hops on.
I can show you the world.
Shining shimmer.
Careful.
No,
we don't have a license.
Right, copyright, sorry, yeah.
When we get back to camp, I'll tell Zala, we put the bodies by the road. I burned off what I could of the tattoos.
Tattoos?
On their wrists. A black fist with thorns.
I don't think I know what that is.
I think that for tonight we should all get our rest and talk about it in the morning when we're more clear-headed.
Right. Is everyone safe still? Unhurt?
Oh yes, if anyone
mostly.
needs healing, I can provide that before we go to sleep.
Zala is still below half elf, but she's not going to
Alright.
say anything, so.
Well, I will use it anyways. Oh yeah, that's 9 hit points returned.
I'm only missing 1. I think I'm okay.
How's Shay looking? Is she okay?
She looks a little beat up. Doesn't seem to be saying anything, you know, she's just like...
Just in case,
Whatever.
I'll top her off. Well, I will restore 10 hit points to her. And then I sort of make a gesture, and I'm like, well, that's all I can do for tonight, I'm afraid.
Thank you.
Of course. I believe it was my turn to watch. We can take the next hour, and then we can start to put this behind us.
I don't,
Can I use healing hands or hooves in this matter on Zala?
No,
It's not a
you're gonna
spell.
have to transform
It's not
back.
a spell.
I know.
It just
But-
requires touch.
I mean... Sure. But you're not
if
using...
if you're gonna let her use innate racial abilities
Yep.
while transformed,
That's fair. But you're not using your hooves. You're more like brushing
Licking.
up against Zala, kind of nudging her. But yes, you can use healing shove.
I don't think I am much in the mood for sleeping, so I can just take watch for the rest of the night and you guys can get a good rest.
Are you sure?
The longer that you're awake, the less likely you're going to be to pick up on sounds and sights. I think
I think
I
it
think I'll
best
be okay.
if you let us maintain
I mean,
the wash schedule.
You can get up if you want, but I won't be sleeping.
I'll stay up just in case. I also don't think I could go to bed right now if I wanted to.
Alois is gonna sleep still in elk form, but like wrapped around where Cordelia is like taking her watch.
Did you use healing hands on me?
Yes.
How much was that?
3.
3. Okay. Fortunately, that's still really low for me. So while Zala wants to stay awake, she knows better. If something happens, wake me right away.
Thank you for your
Of
help.
course. It is my duty.
While she's sleeping, Alois turns back into an Asimar.
At some point, yeah, during your watch, Elk Alois shifts and regular Alois is there, sort of cuddled up next to you.
Still with gore all over her head. And
Oh yeah.
gross.
Oh yeah.
I'll wiggle a bit away. Not too far, but just like 20 centimeters.
Like, I'm imagining just blood has just like, it's just down her, oh, it's...
Grody.
Lovely.
Bernie's assuming her watch. I'm curious. Are we like sitting on opposite ends of the camp? Are we like back to back? What's the vibe?
I guess it's up to Bernie. Cordelia would just sit where she was originally on her watch. Probably beside the cart.
Alright, I'll just sit opposite her and read my book, my religious studies, and I will tuck inside my book the contract, so I can read that too.
Do I see that you have it?
I'm trying to be stealthy about it.
You can make a
I'm
perception
trying
check.
to be perceptive about it.
Yeah, you can make a perception check if you'd like. And
Like a
because
smart-
Bernie is trying to be stealthy, you can make a sleight of hand check, Bernie.
Natural fucking 20!
14!
You're not sure. Maybe it's probably just a bookmark, right? Like,
Why are you hiding the warrant for my arrest from me?
I don't... Okay, Bernie's not trying to be shady about it. She doesn't want to make you feel weird, but she's nervous right now, and it's... She just can't stop looking at it. Like, she doesn't want to...
She's trying to be nice.
Why
trying to be
doesn't
nice.
she want... Because she thinks Cordelia would worry if she saw it?
Yeah, because she thinks Cordelia would be, like, offended or feel weird about it. She doesn't know. She just figures she'll bring it up.
Cordelia knows people are out to get her.
I'm sure she does, but Bernie doesn't want it looming over her head just in case she wants to fall asleep. She's trying to do something sweet here.
Okay, that
Even if
is
it's
nice.
shady.
But Cordelia doesn't notice. And if she did, she'd think it's sus. So I guess
Shady,
it's good
yeah.
she doesn't.
It's a good thing she doesn't notice.
alright. So, for the rest of the night, you keep watch, and nothing seems to catch your attention.
Before I go to bed, I sort of go over to Cordelia and kneel down. And I'm being quiet so I don't wake up Eloise. And I say, I really hope that tonight doesn't change anything. I want to keep traveling with you. I think you're an amazing woman. I do.
You are the one who seemed upset with what happened tonight.
Well, I've had people keep secrets from me pertaining to that tattoo before, and I suppose seeing it just sort of...
Know what it is?
I don't know much. Shay knows more than I, about as much as I. She's the one who told me in the first place. Soon we'll talk about it in the morning. I didn't know that they did bounties, and I'm choosing to trust, because I like you, that you're not like a serial killer or anything. Because you don't strike me as that type
I'm not a serial killer.
Zala's the only axe murderer here.
I'm gonna...
Oh, I thought you were choosing to trust me.
Yeah, that's what Bernie says. What Bernie does is completely different.
You can roll an insight check, yeah?
A 9. Are you a serial killer?
What did you get, Cordelia?
What do I roll for that?
I mean,
Deception or
you
persuasion?
know whether or not that is true or not. So, deception or persuasion?
17.
Kind of hard to tell.
But I guess there is a lot of nuance in that. In that, you know, people can be around a lot of people getting murdered and still not be a serial killer, you know?
Yeah.
Bernie wishes she'd chosen to believe you instead of looking into that statement.
Yeah.
Question: does it worry y'all how easily Eloise just dumped the bodies like that?
Yeah,
Little
kind
bit,
of.
but Bernie's
I
putting that in her
question
back pocket to discuss tomorrow.
It's a useful skill,
It is.
if not concerning. Well, then for transparency, if you do want to keep me around, and we can discuss things further in the morning, but I can't say that will be the last encounter like that.
Do you know what could be fun? Well, first off,
What?
I think we need to change your name. I think we need to change your name. But
I don't
your
want to
hair
change my name.
is So, I know you don't want to change your name, but I worry that if your name was on the wanted poster, if we keep flashing it in your documentation, for practical reasons. But, I kind of know maybe a little bit about temporary hair dye. Have you ever thought about like a blue? Or I think green could really bring some of the colour out of your eyes.
I don't want to change for them. I don't want to let them scare me.
It's not so much about fear. I mean,
It is.
if you're not afraid, then you're not afraid. Maybe it's about just sort of getting by.
I don't want to get by.
I understand. Well, we'll talk about this more in the morning, alright? Alright.
Okay.
We'll go to bed.
Bernie heads to bed and Alois wakes up. If there's any conversation the two of you would like to have, you're more than welcome to have it now, but if not, the rest of the evening and early morning passes pleasantly enough. Cordelia, fortunately, because you did not get a proper night's rest, you now have 1 point of exhaustion.
Did I get a short rest?
You definitely would have had... Yeah, you can take a short rest while you're keeping watch.
Then that's enough for my spell slots, even if I'm exhausted.
You are exhausted.
Warlocks.
So... yeah.
Alois will say to Cordelia, maybe when we're moving tomorrow, you should take a nap in the cart. You don't
I
want
might.
to get that much sleep.
Didn't. But
And while Eloise is on watch this morning, she's gonna start to get breakfast ready.
What's Eloise making for breakfast?
Rabbit.
Or whatever can be foraged.
Yeah, or whatever can be foraged.
Outlander.
Yeah, make me a survival check.
$22.
You do find a few rabbits, actually, who are able to bring them down easy enough, and you skin and clean them and bring them back to your group for a delicious, hearty breakfast. The rest of you who are sleeping wake to the smells of cooking food, sound of light pitter-pattering rain. It is a chill morning. Colder than it has been, but not unpleasantly so. You wake, eat, and discuss recent events. And that's where I'm going to wrap tonight's session, because I feel AJ should be here for what might get discussed.
Definitely.
100%.
We definitely want Shay here for that.
There's gonna be some information, and I'd rather give it directly rather than just
Is this session 50
have
already?
AJ listen. No, these are
It's
She's
a
not
hint,
betraying us yet.
It's a
Like,
hint
yeah.
at what session 50 is going to hold.
I have layers of secrets.
Yeah, like an onion.
It's kind of sad that it's not session 50 yet, because Bernie's supposed to be a dragon then too. So
Yeah, I can't wait for that to come out.
Give it time. That story has to develop. First, she's got to get a scale attached to her leg, and then she's got to go on a big quest and meet a troll.
Hey,
and this is me
you
just
gotta
talking.
get enough parts, and I can attach it to you, Bernie.
Hell yeah! I can actually become a dragon!
Now, will it be useful?
probably.
Okay, it's all about the
No,
aesthetic.
it'll all be vestigial. If
Yeah.
she doesn't.
What matters most is the dragon aesthetic.
Clearly.
Yeah.
So before we leave, quick reminder: Preparing for Paris is going to be on Kickstarter on August 1st. We will have more details and links and whatnot when that happens. All Nighters is on Saturday. We're going to be playing Dragon Age 2 and talking about international dragon lore, because we didn't get to last week because of a power outage. Hoorah! Strikeout is going to be at Gen Con, not this weekend, but next weekend. We will remind you all about time slots next week during our opening announcements.
Yeah. Also, random note, tomorrow, possibly Friday as well, I'm going to be streaming on the Compass Rose Twitch. I'm going to be streaming some Ghost of Tsushima in Kurosawa mode, so come by and enjoy some delightful black and white samurai goodness.
Nice.
Yeah.
I have 1 week stuck in my head now.
Well, on that note, it will be 1 week till we see you all again, and we're looking forward to it. Hopefully you will all be able to join us next week. This has been Everyone Dice. Bye, everyone.